we are going to get into this one. This one, of course, once again, is brought to you by the Ladder Legends Academy. As we saw with the previous video and the ticker. All right. Hopefully this match is a good one. MaxPax's been playing a lot of games today. He just competed in a Wardy tournament. Meanwhile, Byun, he should be a little bit more rested, but at the same time, it is late in South Korea, where this is where he's playing from. This first one will be played on Central Server. Spawning up at the top left, it is the Shopify Rebellion's Byun in the blue. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right, it is Storm Gaming's MaxPax in the red. Who, yeah, had a bit of a grind. Bit of a grind today. Oh. All right. Byun? Oh, this looks to me, this feels to me like the classic Byun Engineering Bay block. We will see if that's what it elects to be, but my man loves his NG Bay blocks. And that is exactly what it's going to be. I feel like for quite a while, Byun has worked on and toiled away at his TVP. And it is starting to really, really yield the results. Oh, very close to a block on the next visit. But MaxPax just barely getting the money there. That would have been very awkward because at that point, all of a sudden, your Nexus is really, really late as MaxPax. Oh, this is cute. This is very, very cute. Byun's built a Marine to push the probe away and then builds a second Marine as a fake before starting the reactor. That can definitely be very, very much a misdirect. The thing is, MaxPax is a player that really tends to not deviate strategically away from whatever he was planning to do. This is the winner bracket finals, by the way. It is a best of 5. And winner of this one will advance on to the grand finals. And whoever they face off against, they will have a 1-0 map advantage against them. So we've still got 3 best of 5s ahead of us. A minimum. Hopefully we get more than the minimum. Hopefully it's not just, you know, very, very quick, over before you know it series. Oh, Marines looking for a little bit of an ambush here. MaxPax will find those Marines. And, oh, that was a really nice little move from Byun. But MaxPax is anticipating it. That's the kind of thing that after playing, you know, what, 3-4 hours of high-level StarCraft, would be very easy to miss. But MaxPax not falling for a simple but potentially very effective trick. MaxPax is really good, by the way, at toggling, staggering the Adept Shades. It's just, there's so much attention you have to spend, you know, looking at your depots. He's good at this even when the natural expansion has started to mine. Oh, we are going to see this one Adept getting taken out. Good job from Byun recognizing which one had just shaded. And therefore had the shade, well, had just canceled the shade. And therefore had the shade on cooldown. So MaxPax couldn't just shade forward and even get a single shot on a Marine. MaxPax, meanwhile, I mean, if there's one thing he's known for, it is the 4-gate blink. And that is how he's going to kick off this series. Taito Citadel is a pretty large main base. It is a big map. It is a long map. But it is also a very large main base. Now, Viking could theoretically be used if Byun recognizes what this is. If the Prism tries to, you know, skirt around to the side. But it's not that easy, because the Prism doesn't just have to hide on the high ground. Byun does, of course, plop out that Raven. And Raven can be very good at finding counter damage while your opponent tries to be aggressive with a 4-gate blink play. Oh, MaxPax accidentally, or maybe on purpose, canceling that Stalker Warp in, but because he did start probe production again after that. Snipes down 2 SCVs immediately with the 4-Stalker hit squad and is going to find damage on the Raven. Oh, man. Wow, MaxPax is already very well set up here in this game number 1. Not a whole lot has happened, but, well, it's fair to say that it's very good for MaxPax. Interestingly, he doesn't use the Observer to kind of track where the Raven was. Cyclone is just going to try and find some value on the other side of the map. Gets 1 probe, but that is not a whole hell of a lot. MaxPax just keeping the Stalkers kind of set up to trap the Raven. Oh, Scan comes in. Will find the Observer. Okay. MaxPax, even though he went for the 4-gate blink, he did not commit hard to it. He's built a decent number of Stalkers, but just did a little bit of harassment. And we'll call it a day on that. Now, as he's got to get a lot of value in terms of whittling down this army from Byun. And not having the easiest time. Stim and combat shields are not particularly close to completing. Oh, there is that Prism on the other side of the map. That is going to, well, not even other side of the map, just the main base of the Terran. Going to drop some slow Zealots, but they won't be slow for long. A lot of SCVs already falling. 7. Oh my goodness, he might get 9 SCVs going down. And charge is now completed. Bunch of gates coming online. There's no stim, no combat shields. 1 tank gonna get caught. Good force fields here from MaxPax, keeping a lot of the Marines and Marauders out of the fight. And now the Colossus pops out as well. This is a very, very good start to this for MaxPax. And without stim and combat shields, you just can't fight this, what MaxPax has. GG is gonna be called. Byun getting just a hardcore shut down there in game number 1. Very, very well done right there by MaxPax. Just clean as heck. All right, that one was played on Central, and that was also the biggest map in the map pool with a very large main base. So, even though things didn't go exactly according to plan, it's not the worst thing in the world for Byun. Especially since now it's going to be 10,000 feet. Played on West server. Shortest map, better ping. Some good opportunities. Time of the Colossus is so clutch. Yeah. About as perfect as it could have been for that. Clutches. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning up at the top left for the Shopify Rebellion. It's Byun in the blue. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right for the Ice Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax in the red. MaxPax Max, technically my teammate, Pax. Yeah. This tournament is brought to you by Ladder Legends Academy. A collection of folks that are very passionate about, you know, improving at StarCraft 2, providing a community in which you can improve and focus on getting better. A lot of coaching options. There's currently 5 coaches that are available if you are so inclined. And I would definitely recommend checking out the Discord, !LL Discord in the chat. In order for this to be worthwhile, they did put up the whole prize pool for this tournament and organize the whole thing. Some very, very nice graphics coming out of it. At the very least, they're looking for people to join the Discord. And that doesn't cost you anything, so at the very least, it would be nice if we could get a bunch of people joining the Discord. My neighbor, Maxi Paxi. I'm always impressed by MaxPax's timings. Like Cybercore finishing 159 there. That's nice. It's really nice. Makes so in you know, many of the matchups, it doesn't necessarily matter shaving off 1 or 2 seconds off of a build timing. In ZVP, if you're 12 pooling, if you're going up against a 12 pool, timing of the pool, very important. Timing of the gates, and it's the second gate in the Cybercore, very important. But standard macro game, not necessarily so much. It's nice, obviously, the faster it is. But in TVP in particular, I feel like it is so important. So important. And MaxPax, you can see right now, that's 2 games in a row where Byun is going for the high ground CC because he just doesn't want to deal with the speed of these adepts. I mean, like, if you have your command center delayed because you went low ground CC, and also, once again, this is a very short rush distance map, so the adept gets across in a hurry. This is a bad time. You're just not having a good time. There you go, Meal Solutions. Meal Solutions with the testimonial. Unpaid testimonial. Three-gate blink to start out from MaxPax here on 10,000 feet. Oh, these adepts going a little bit far forward. Byun will be able to get a lot of damage on one. Not quite able to get the kill. No first blood. Meanwhile, Widow Mine drop. Getting sent across the map. This is a fast mine drop. But Byun, unfortunately, not able to find an entry point as MaxPax right on top of this. Very good stalker movement here. Tracking this medevac very far away, and now even getting an extra couple of shots. I think Byun just has to send this home. He has to send this home straight up, and I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, oh, okay. With the attention deficit for MaxPax. Does lose one adept. Good job from Byun having the Marines kind of poked up there. Medevac does get sent back home, which is good because otherwise this stalker would have intercepted it. And probably not gotten the kill. It's where it was 4 shots to kill it. Oh, Adept does shade forward into the main base. We'll get a full scout. Sees a tank pop out. Sees the starport without an add-on currently. Sees where the barracks is for a potential snipe on stim. And oh, there's no bunker in the natural. This is uncomfortable for Byun. Link Micro and Prism Micro. MaxPax, one of the best in the business at the 2 of those. 5 Marines for no losses so far. And now we see more Stalkers warping in. He's going to blink forward in on top of the tank. doesn't prevent the second shot from going through. He was just shy of one-shotting that tank. That actually makes a big difference here. SCV pull was very quick from Byun. Unfortunately, oh no, his own depot is blocking the Marines a little bit. Still, this is very expensive for Byun. He's losing a lot of SCVs. Raven on the other side of the map. Auto turret gets 3 probes. That is not enough to account for the losses Byun just took. Now another SCV is going down, and he's going to even lose this gas. Oh man, MaxPax is already cooking in this one. With a mine drop on the other side. One mine gets a decent shot, killing 3 probes. Second one will get just a singular probe. Raven was sent back home. Unfortunately, it does not do anything. It just dies. Byun's got nothing left. MaxPax making very quick work of Byun in the first 2 games. Not even 15 minutes of game time, and it's already a 2-0 lead. Man, MaxPax is really freaking good at this matchup. Very, very strong. One of the kings of the Blink Stalker. Winter Madness going to be map number 3 here. You want Byun to go concussive first? He has been doing that a lot recently. Has been doing that quite a bit. Gonna run a quick minute of ads and we'll get into the next game. Not to worry, you won't miss any action. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning down in the bottom right for Storm Gaming, it is MaxPax. In the red. And his opponent spawning up the top left for the Shopify Rebellion, it's Byun. In the blue. And he is going to pull the trigger on something spicy. Okay. Well, let's see what he elects to go for here. We've got a single barracks proxy at the moment. This feels to me like we're proxy 1-1-1-ing, but we'll see in a moment if he throws down a second gas. And also, it's going to be important to see if he builds the factory at home. Now, this could still be single barracks proxied Marauder. The Korean Terrans have messed around with that a little bit. And it is a pretty diabolical build. It is a pretty cool build. Very nifty, gotta say. Let's see if it's going to be factory at home or what the methodology is going to be. Yeah, it looks like he's proxying the second factory. Okay. Okay. I do like that. I think he's just building the Marine at this point just to make sure that a probe can't come along and deny this right away. Now, it could be a fake proxied second... Or no, well, a fake proxy barracks with even a fake proxied factory. But in this case, it is not any of those. It is a real full proxy. MaxPax is going to get back into the main base with this probe. He's going to be a nuisance with it. Now, against this, I think you need to go for something like a quick robo. Twilight Council is not going to cut it. We are going to see double Stalker. He did start an Adept for a moment and then said, wait, no, I want a Stalker. And I think you need that. I think you need the fighting power of those units. Probe is just on patrol in the main base. Byun could theoretically pull SCVs and try and kill this on its next pass. Oh, Stalker does find 3 Marines proxied. He sees the barracks still there. This probe is slowly but surely being tracked down by the SCV. Stalkers will loop around, but he's got to be very, very careful with these. He's actually going to eventually just lose this. Oh, there we go. Byun gets the kill. Probe leading the charge. That's kind of cute. It is a kill on one of these units, but the tank pops out at a very opportune moment. That is a really big kill, getting one of those first units. MaxPax should not have been doing that. I think the moment you realize it's fully committed like this, you've got to respect this a lot more than he did. Byun is going to drop into the natural with a tank and 4 Marines. Not going to siege that tank just yet. Going to go after probes. All 4 Marines do survive. Medevac mostly staying alive on pretty much full HP. Only 1 Stalker shot coming through. Only a little bit of damage on one of those tanks. But there's no additional SCV being pulled just yet. There we go. 3 SCVs going to be sent across the map for repair. Immortal is going to be popping out. He did go for the Robo and 2 more gates. This is now the correct setup. Oh, force fields could be big here. Guardian Shield also could be useful. MaxPax is biding his time, though. Oh, God, that sentry. Got to be so careful with 2 tanks there. Once the 3rd tank and the Liberator pops out, Byun can really start making moves forward. MaxPax going to try and intercept units with the Stalkers, it seems. Oh, Byun will see that. The tank. Oh, that's very... Oh, my God, that's very awkward if he gets the kill on that. It is a kill. Liberator shows up. That is going to enable a forward move from Byun. Oh, this is a single pylon targeting these 2 batteries. They have to use all their energy just to try and heal the pylon. And he needed to do so just to be able to warp in additional units. He's now supply blocked at 54 of 54. This is going to be the break attempt coming in. Stalkers will distract the tanks on the back. That lets the Immortals walk up into this. Liberator is going to be a problem. Guardian Shield is helping a lot. This is now very weird. SCVs trying to repair. No hot pickup on them. Liberator having to re-siege these. This is messy, but MaxPax so far is doing it in this game. Oh, those 2 SCVs getting left behind is very unfortunate for Byun. Killing that 3rd siege tank on the interception, making all the difference. Without the kill on that, I think this is game. I think this just doesn't happen. Byun, oh, he started a tech lab, canceled it. Now we're going to see Immortals dropping in on top of this position. I actually really, really like this as a concept. Got to be careful. Oh, God. Oh, we're going to drop it on top of the tanks in the back. Stalkers trying to be microed here. Liberators will siege up to protect this. I think you just go after the add-on. Get the tech lab if you can. I mean, killing the Marines is actually amazing, but once you clear those Marines, we're going to see a move forward once again from Byun. Since there's no units here. Oh, he's going to kill another tank, though. That's big. 4 more Stalkers at home. Immortals are setting these buildings on fire. MaxPax did build some extra probes recently, but he is starting to lose them. Stalker stepping forward into an awkward position. 1 barracks actually killed. 2nd one is about to fall as well. Nexus does go down, but now there's going to be no Marine production. Did he get the... Oh, he did get the Prism with the Liberator. Oh, God, the Liberator's on siege. We're going to see the probes, Stalkers, and Immortal taking the dive to the low ground. Oh, targeting the Stalkers is a good choice. Immortal showing up from the back. It does have its barrier available. Tank getting microed back. It does run into the other Immortal. Hot pickup on this tank. Will save it. Unfortunately, the Viking not able to be saved. Liberators just going to shoot the Immortals absolutely like crazy. Oh, the medevac is going to go down the tank at the same time. Byun has been held. There's no barracks on the field. He cannot build Marines. He's building 2 barracks and a command center at home. Liberator goes down. It's 1 base to 1. This game is so weird now. I feel like a Liberator trying to siege the main mineral line might be the play for Byun at this point. Warp Prism has been rebuilt. There's literally nothing to defend on the other side of the map. Oh, God, these mech units. 2 landed Vikings, 2 siege tanks. I mean, this is the game right here for Byun. This is the series. Those units go down. It's all over. MaxPax is going to be able to find these production structures and is going to force his opponent back. Stalker's now harrying these units. Tanks are going to try and siege. They're not going to be successful. This will be the series. Byun going to lose all of those units for, I think, just one Stalker. MaxPax not letting him have anything in this series. Tank is going to try and get picked up. It'll survive in the red for just a little bit of time. But it is not going to be enough. Now, it is important to note that if Byun managed to get the infrastructure back up on the other side of the map, things could get messy. But now the counterattack comes in. Zealot goes down, but it soaks up a lot of SCV fire. Would love to see MaxPax just warp in Zealots from the low ground. Tank is boosted back home. That is the red siege tank from earlier. Oh my god, he cannot lose this. It's over if he does. Because then MaxPax can just warp in those Zealots and just win the game. But the repair is going to be good. Matter of fact, healing up these SCVs that fought in the great battle of keeping Byun's base sort of alive. Is that a Liberator or Landed Viking? That was a Landed Viking. Oh, it's Stalkers, not Zealots. I mean, that's going to be not so bad. He now warps in some Zealots. MaxPax is rebuilding his base. Byun's actually ahead in economy in a big way. It's just, can he possibly defend against this army? Oh, he rebuilt the factory, but it is immediately in danger. Zealots were holding line against the SCV pull. The pickup micro from both sides has been very cool. SCVs do very well against Stalkers. But it's not enough. Byun is going to lose just about every SCV. He's down to just 8 workers now. That Immortal living up to its name in a big way. The tank did pop out. Or was this the tank from earlier? I don't even know. No, this is the tank from earlier that survived, that got repaired up. God, what a game. Look at the resources lost. 3 difference at this point. But I mean, even now, Byun's actually mining more because MaxPax is so mined out of his main. But he's now going to start to mine from his natural. Is this still playable for Byun? It might be. MaxPax doesn't have a Twilight Council. He is starting to double pump probes. And no, I think this is still too big of a lead for MaxPax. Look at that. We've got 4 mules transferring to the natural. That is part of why the income was good. Oh, no. He's repairing a tank with them. Oh, that's so much lost mining time. Only one of them going to be able to complete an additional trip here. Yeah, now that those mules are expired and MaxPax is double pumping probes, the income swings heavily in favor of MaxPax. Also, of course, MaxPax actually being able to mine from a natural expansion again. What a game 3 this has been, though. MaxPax, man, he is dialed in, though. Stim is now done. This is just not enough Marines. They even get bottled up. Immortal's not what you want to fight Marines, but when they can be microed like this, they are still a menace for Marines. And there's no starport. He can't build a Viking right now. This has got to be a frustrating game. And Byun after this is going to have to fight a Solar who is 6-0 on the day. Assuming, of course, Byun does go on to lose this one. And I mean, even now, like, the army supplies actually do favor Byun, and he's about to have combat shields done. But MaxPax is getting up to charge. He's getting up to 8 gates and a Templar Archives. Oh, he's just going to crash in with a bunch of Charge Lot Archon. Byun building a bunker. The problem is, like, it's so funny that he's got no starport, but he's got a medevac. Here comes the attack from MaxPax. Just going to blast through that bunker. Guardian Shield. Oh, we've got the visual bug where when he gets lifted up, it shows up. Archon is going to work. Can he get the prism before the warping goes through? Not quite. And that means these Zealots are going to be able to rip through a lot of these Marines. Partially denying that. And now there's a drop on the other side of the map. MaxPax is actually going to tap out. Byun holds and counterattacks and wins. Holy moly. Wow. Never fight a Sicilian when death is on the line, whatever the quote is, and never count out Byun when micro is at stake. Holy moly. Wowie zowie. What a game out of Byun right there. I counted him out like 3 times there. Maybe more. I mean, I said out loud, I think he was dead probably 3 times. I think he was dead in my head a lot more than that. Damn. Very impressive game. Very, very impressive game. If it wasn't for the prism going down, I mean, I wonder if that was still playable for MaxPax even at the end there. But either way, what a game from Byun. And he stays alive. Spawning up at the top left for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. Oh, man, if he manages to actually turn this series around and win it, what a game, what a series it would be. Spawning down on the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion. You gotta feel good about that one. It is Byun in the blue. That is tenacity. That is heart. It's grit. It's all the things we love. God, what a cool game. God, what a cool game. I love Byun so much, man. He is... There's just nobody like him. There's nobody like Byun. Is his play perfect? No, because no one's play can be perfect. Is it outstanding, dazzling, and sometimes the most entertaining spectacle in StarCraft 2? Well, I think that game we just watched is pretty clear evidence that it is. Oh, man. God, what a showing. When you're down 2-0 in a series against a player like MaxPax who gives you so few opportunities to win games and so much has gone wrong for you, it's really difficult, I feel like, to stay as sharp as Byun stayed in that game. Especially after the Warp Prism counterattack comes in, kills how many SCVs? Like 14, 16 SCVs, while you know he's rebuilding a natural. You know for a fact that's happening. Kills so much of your stuff. So many things going wrong. But man, God, that is cool. Now we've got Byun actually waiting out the Adept Shade. Going to get into the main base. Can he get a probe kill? Oh, man, MaxPax. Look at that probe micro. Look at that probe micro. Oh. Hot, hot, hot. His 22 SCVs dropped him down to 7. Yeah, that sounds right. So, yeah, 15 SCVs. And that might have even been Byun building SCVs during that. Oh, nice snipe right there from MaxPax. Still losing the Adept is uncomfortable. Now it is a 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion play. I think when you lose the first unit and you see a second Reaper and a Hellion pop out like this, since it could be this early 5-unit setup from the Terran, I really think you need to build a second battery in the main. Now, it's a Gun Sim City in the main of MaxPax. Byun gonna pop a grenade down. 3 probes already going down. All 3 Reapers still alive. I was gonna say, there is a gap here. This is actually not a perfect Sim City out of MaxPax. This is gonna be a lot of damage. And Byun all of a sudden is cooking in this series. 7 probes and counting. Can he get more? Oh, there's 2 that are juicy. Doesn't get the 9th, but he gets 8 workers. A ton of lost mining time. And that is Byun right back in this series all of a sudden. From what I would say was probably moments away from GG multiple times in that game. Moments away from a 3-0 loss. And all of a sudden he is... Well, he hasn't won this game. By no means has he won this game. This is... I mean, MaxPax is really, really good at video games, you know? He is really going to be tough to kill. But this is an amazing start for Byun. Now, is he going to go for what it looks like he might be going for right here? Or is it going to be the starport? No? Yes, no? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. MaxPax is going to try and get something done with a 3-gate prism on the other side of the map. He is ahead 4 workers. But of course, Byun has mules. MaxPax going to drop a 4th gas. It's going to be a Templar Archives, perhaps. Right now, this is looking like it may very well be the SCV pull version of this. And if it is... I mean, this would not be ideal for Byun, I should say. Since MaxPax is not taking a quick 3rd base. Now, if Byun starts a starport, starts his +1 weapons, and kind of crushes this attack with the prism... Oh. MaxPax got to be very, very careful. If he loses that prism, this game is maybe all but over. And it does look like we are going to be seeing a very... a pretty heavy commitment to this. Oh, Adept will shade forward. A little bit of a misstep there from MaxPax. Wait, did he lose the prism? No. It circled around to the right. Charge started, but it's not done yet. Archon has morphed in. That is a very good unit against this kind of thing. If you can prevent the siege. Even just the unsieged tanks are so scary right now. Oh, and we got the bunker wall from Byun. We've got Storm trying to start up. It's going to be a blink forward into the front 2-line tanks as they siege up. But the back 2 are shelling away. MaxPax, he's going to be forced to tap out. Byun has life in this series. And it is all of a sudden game number 5. From moments away from a GG and a 3-0 victory. Byun rising from the ashes. Oh, baby. God, I love it. I freaking love it. Oh, man, that is so cool. And now it is going to be Tourmaline for game number 5. What was the build order from Byun? It's a no starport 3-1 build. 3 barracks, 1 factory. He did build the engineering bay, but I wonder if that was a fake out as much as anything. Either way. Oh. Oh my goodness. My game just like locked up for just a second, but we're good. We're good. Either way, we're going to game Number 5, spawning down on the bottom left. He was up 2-0 and so close to taking it down. Can he keep it together in this decider match to avoid going to loser bracket? It is Ice from Gaming's MaxPax. And his opponent, the heart, the tenacity, the fight. He's got that dog in him. Orf, orf. It's Byun. Oh, man. God, put these games in my veins. Cannot get enough of a Game 5 that gets here like this. Oh, now Byun has not done it yet. By no means. MaxPax is dangerous in any situation. But this has got to feel good. This has got to feel good. We got Byun. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. He's faking a double gas opener and faking building the second depot as a trap. Look at that. He knows exactly what the probe's vision is. Oh, he hides the SCV. Oh, God. And it's going to be a command center on the high ground. Oh, man. I love Byun. His mind games are so sick. He is so sick with the mind games. God, that's so cool. Normally, these kind of mind games, they're nice, but they don't necessarily have the oomph. But after Game 3 and after Game 4, keeping that information out of your opponent's hands really, really goes the extra mile. Now, MaxPax, he's not worried about this. He's not going to freak out. He's not going to overreact. He knows Byun plays this way. But I still just love it. And it is going to trigger a blind battery. This was a 1-Rax expand. You wouldn't be building this battery. No way, no how. So this will slow down MaxPax's build just a little bit. Now, Byun, of course, there's a cost to putting the command center on the high ground. But there's also a benefit of not having a command center delayed by putting it on the low ground. Not having to worry as much about that first adept causing shenanigans, causing a big kerfuffle. MaxPax, of course, is going to open up Twilight. That's his go-to. It's his bread and butter. Byun going back to the mine drop. It did not pan out for him in game number 2. In fact, it was wildly ineffective, would be what I would say, at least initially, because it just got intercepted so early on. But I mean, look at how fast it's moving out, and this is going to be actually a triple mine drop this time. MaxPax is going up to the 3-gate blink once again. Double Adept so far hasn't been able to achieve really much of anything, but it always achieves a little something when you force the SCVs to move back and forth, and he's doing a really good job of that. Like, look at these SCVs. They're derping a lot. Oh, and that actually has caused a supply block, it seems, out of Byun. Once again, though, the 3 Stalkers of MaxPax. Only 3 Stalkers here. We're very well placed. This time, though, Byun will go for it into the main base. It's a bit of a gambit. He is going to be able to get the full unload on the mines if he's so inclined. He actually lets the mine fire at the Stalkers. This is not so great for him, though. Now the medevac is fully trapped, and it's not going anywhere. Not anytime soon. It's a double depot top hat, actually, for Byun. So he had to use 2 potential mules for this. Now, there is something to be said for this actually does save you the 100 minerals up front. So he's effectively saved 200 minerals and can front load that into his build. But the opportunity cost is significant. It's costing him 225 minerals long term times 2. So you're coming out 250 minerals in the red. A couple of Marines do get taken out. 5 Marines. MaxPax really trying to clamp down on Byun as early as possible here. Auto turrets in the natural. Oh, we do see a blink forward into the main base. It will go for a stim snipe. There is a well-placed tank here. Gets some pretty good damage. Byun. He's going to lose that stim. And, oh, cancel on the reactor. Okay. Doesn't lose it. That's uncomfortable. That's very, very uncomfortable for Byun. Marauder is going to pop out, but of course, we'll need to rebuild the tech lab. Byun actually sitting on a decent bit of cash right now. Raven sitting at the 3rd base. MaxPax has started mining from here just now completing this 3rd. Raven finally picking up a little bit of value here. I mean, he got a probe pull and 1 kill at the natural before this, but a little bit better value here. Byun is going for a 4th and 5th barracks before 3rd CC. No +1 weapon started up just yet. There we go. He starts it now. Ah, man, I really would have loved it if Byun had dropped out 2 or even all 3 of the mines, at least initially. MaxPax, very fortunate that he was in position with those stalkers. This could have been a very different game if he were not. Zealot charge already done. MaxPax's gonna warp in Zealots aggressively. There is an observer here. It has seen all of... Well, it has seen exactly what Byun's up to. There's the scan. We'll kill some of these units. Byun checking in, seeing, hey, you haven't F2'd those stalkers away by chance, have you? Haven't given me an opening? MaxPax just kiting back against this. Now Zealot's going to run into the natural Byun. Oh, he actually raises the depots a little bit awkwardly. Going to actually trap his own Marines here. Meanwhile, oh, MaxPax not paying attention in the middle of the map, loses quite a few stalkers, but it is a big Zealot warping into the main base. There's a lot of stuff at home. That Marauder could not be in a better position for Byun right there. Stim is going to complete in a moment, but on the other side of the map, Colossus pops out. Immortal is here. Zealots are going to send Byun just zipping back. Siege tanks do siege up. He's trying to target down the Colossus. Won't be able to get it initially, but Byun does actually win the fight. Will kill the Immortal. It's 2 Colossus and a Stalker. Prism is still alive on the other side of the map. Byun needs a Viking to clear this out or something, but he's going to lose a lot of SCVs instead. He's up a little bit of army supply, but this is going to buy a ton of time for MaxPax. Very good counterattack with the Prism, causing a huge problem, forcing the entire army of Byun back home when he really, really needs to be moving forward and getting into a position before the economy of MaxPax takes over this game. Raven on the other side of the map that was just sitting there eventually does get taken down. Zealot's going to drop back in again. Vikings will pop out. Can he get the kill on this before the recall can go through? That would be valuable. Byun, I think, missed a shot, but he gets the kill. He closes the distance and prevents the recall from going off. That means no juggling on Colossus. The problem is there's already 3 of them with +1 and extended thermal lance. There's no armor. Stalkers will be kited back this time. There's no concussive shells yet. It would have been at least 1 dead Stalker, if not 2 or 3, maybe even 4, if concussive shells were done. Byun is going for it. This is his last... This is his last attempt. His last opportunity. Scanning this army cannot spark joy. That's a big set of tank shots on the Stalkers, but it's because the Zealot run by on the other side of the map was the focus for MaxPax. I mean, even with amazing tank shots, there's just such a big eco disparity right now. Zealot's going to try and come in from the back. MaxPax trying to bait the unsiege. Oh, these Zealots are so nice for intercepting the reinforcements. 4 Colossus here. One of them will go down. There's a couple of Vikings. Byun trying to siege up, but he just does not have the numbers. And MaxPax will survive, prevents the reverse sweep. and will force Byun to the lower bracket. Very well done from MaxPax. Very well done.